According to news reports, Democrats are planning to hold seminars for Democrat candidates on how to talk to real Americans. I'm not making that up. These seminars will attempt to teach Democrats to stop speaking Democrat and start speaking real American, in the hopes that they will make Democrat policies sound as if they were real American policies and thus cause real Americans to mistake Democrats for real Americans and vote for them. As Democrat seminar leader Shea Ivanovich Muhammad told reporters, quote, "If we can't convince real Americans to vote for us, then we won't be able to fundamentally transform America into something else. And that's un-American. Or maybe it's American. Sometimes I get those two confused," unquote. The Daily Wire has managed to obtain or invent a prospective syllabus for the Democrat seminars, listing the topics with a brief description of each class. Among the topics to be discussed will be guns, what are they, and how can we ban them? The syllabus says, quote, "Many Americans have come to feel that the Constitution's Second Amendment protection of the right to bear arms should be interpreted as a protection of their right to bear arms. When talking to real Americans, Democrats should carefully explain how dangerous guns are by showing how every time they are in the hands of Islamic terrorists, they go off and kill someone. If the real Americans tell Democrats that we should ban Islamic terrorists instead of banning guns, Democrats should explain to the real Americans that they are making the Statue of Liberty cry, because that's not who we are. Hopefully, this will convince the real Americans to be who we are, instead of being real Americans," unquote. Another seminar listed on the Democrat syllabus is the Constitution. Is it a living document? And if so, how can we kill it? The syllabus says, quote, "Many real Americans feel a great affection for the Constitution as a document that ensures their freedoms. Democrats should carefully explain to real Americans that the Constitution was written so long ago that the paper has become all brown and crinkly and no one can read what it says. If real Americans continue to insist on following the Constitution, Democrats should explain that it was written by white men who owned slaves and wore wigs, sometimes at the same time. And it would clearly be much more fun to get our laws from screaming women who dress up as vaginas," unquote. Other seminars on how Democrats can talk to real Americans include how to drop your G's and call people folks as if you were some idiot from the Midwest, how to break it to people of faith that there is no God, and how to convince a patriot his country really stinks. Seminars will be open to anyone who can present evidence that he's a Democrat and not a real American. But I repeat myself. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.